Alright, so this is the first episode of The Executioner and Her Way of Life. A little bit of a backstory. I remember reading this manga a little bit back in 2020, and I had plans on reading the light novel, but then I saw the anime announcement, and I just thought to myself, why not just wait for the anime instead of reading the light novel? But here we are, and I suppose that this is the Yuri anime of the season. A lot of the places that I look at for the manga, it has the Yuri tag in it, and even when it's on the High Dive website, it has the LGBT tag on it, so maybe this is a Yuri. I know that this is what they marked it as, but I've read, I think, 2 volumes into the manga, and I didn't really see anything, but we'll just have to see, you know? Something like, Trash, which is, wow, what a freaking, I don't know why I brought up Trash for a second there, but Trash is considered a Yuri, but there's, you don't really see any development until, like, volume 8 or something, so, you know, I'm just sort of expecting that sort of thing. So I still remember how the beginning goes, just because it reminds me of another anime that I will mention once the episode is over. But if you guys want to check out my full-length reactions along with every other anime reactions that I've been doing, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/Ikarit or in the description down below. Other than that, let us get started. In a classroom I've never been to. You're friends with everyone? Wow. What a dream, having friends. So oh, someone just got transferred over while eating rice. That's right. Extrasensory analysis. Uncover what this other world or look at me like I'm trash. This kid knows, dude. The pure concept this one possesses is... He just got kicked out. Alright, see ya, ladies. See ya, ladies. See ya, buddies. How'd you find this bridge, my guy? Oh, there she is. I guess I'll have to steal something. How can they contact your parents? I wish they'd contact them. Yeah. Don't worry, you're about to meet a beautiful girl, huh? What an animation on that. Don't lie to me, I saw what happened in the beginning. You're a lost one. Yep. Then you're in luck. Menou. Appear just and strong. Alright, cool. Some kind of religion. The church takes in lost ones. Maybe in your dreams, deadbeat. Mm-hmm. That's better than not sleeping without a roof under your head. Then again, he had a roof under his head. It was the bridge. Of course not. Someone already finished it? This is where I can use knowledge from home. Ah! I think a lot of other people have already come in. Yeah, for a long time. Damn. Japanese culture and language got incorporated. Huh. That is interesting. What you just realized. That zoom into her face. Could you tell me what happened when you were summoned? Grisarika? Of course. Noblesse. And then the royalties? Yeah, no, that means the knights. He's second? The church, I was thinking. Faust, those of the church. I'll report it to my superiors. Homeless at the bottom of society. Hmm? Is that what they said? Other one? Did we ever get this guy's name? She had pretty big bitties! Transmission. So she just transmitted what she just learned. Always have some kind of power. There have been no exception. Pure concept. Oh, make money out of it. Well, obviously. Of course not. Suddenly a banger of a song just kicks in, so his power is no. And he's like, I have no power. Invoke nullify. Oh my god, dude, this dude just created a black hole? Where are you gonna make money with this? Mm-hmm. I don't know, dude. I don't think you can just suddenly commit murder just because you got superpower. And you're fucking dead, dude. Oh, right to the fucking head. Fucking wiped out the issue immediately. What? This can't be happening. If I erase anything, I may be able to change everything and fit in? Oh, you made a fucking hole in the roof. You've done nothing to deserve death. Far too much. So, these are all the people she's killed? Every one of them is my very best friend. Well, you've had quite a personal touch on them, huh? It's a different voice from this girl? I meet a precious someone. That world. So she's having the same dream? Back in your homeland in 10 years? Calamity equal to the 4 major human errors. So she was a part. Yeah, okay. Damn, dude, everybody's frosty, huh? Ooh, right in the back of the neck. Oh my god. Suddenly look like blanching. So this is flare? Or is this was the second coming? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, so when they die, They literally cause a destruction. Okay, so Flare. So the other girl is Flare. Oh. Well, now you're gonna be her master. Oh. Oh. It's that girl she contacted. Momo. Ah, biddies! Ether. I'm surprised we get to see Momo this early. What? To disguise herself, but... Going undercover. Oh, wow. Etheric. She's taking pictures, bro? So what, every time she moves? You got flash on and everything. Oh. Your reverence for our lord has always been minimal. I don't care about the lord. Oh, this is the king's men? I tortured one of the guards just a bit. With the one you took out. Mm-hmm. False tyrannical rule. Oh, you guys are both thinking of the same thing. Reinforcement. Oh, I think Momo's gonna... yeah. Invoke Flameblade. Mage crap using scripture. Oh, she was trained by Flare. Her flarette? What is this AoE attack? Oh my god! Some fool of a lord. Mm-hmm. But also just a kid, so she's saying that you've summoned kids in general. She just has the picture. Oh god. So here's our girl, the second. Please make your request to a proper official. Sort of. God, there's so much information in this. I don't feel worried at all. I just feel like something's misaligned. Like you're not supposed... Oh my god! What a service. Is this the opening? That's like her doing that. That's like the cover of the Volume 1 light novel. Oh my god. Okay, so this is... Who's Agari? Wait, is that the girl? I'm just... I'll look at the credits. Alright, well, there's nothing after the credits, so... I'll, see if I finish writing my notes, and then... I will... be back to the center. Whew! Alright, so that was episode 1 of The Executioner and Her Way of Life. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty good introduction, albeit one that is filled with a whole bunch of information, but also it gave you a little bit of action just to, you know, keep you engaged. After providing a whole bunch of stuff and information in there. What I was talking about on how the beginning reminded me of another anime, which was Talentless Nana, and how it sort of started with a person that you think might be a protagonist if you hadn't seen like the poster or anything. So, like, you feel like that would be the protagonist, but then he ends up getting killed off, and you learn of the true intention of Menou. Albeit, you sort of had that idea in the beginning when we see Menou talking about how she has a dream about Japan, and then you just see her there with a fucking body just laying on the ground. So it's like you kind of had an idea when she's coming and talking to this guy and like being nice to him. It's just kind of like, I don't know, you know? I don't know. She explained to our fellow before she stabbed him right in the side of the head. She talked about the world, which, or at least the class structure and the Lost Ones and the influence that the Lost Ones has had on them, which is pretty nice. I remember when I first read the manga, I did like this sort of take of isekai, because, you know, isekai has been done so many times, but the beginning structure usually is someone enters the world for the first time, or at the very least, they're one of the first groups to enter said another world, and usually they're the one who has to fix all its issues, but in this world, Lost Ones are getting summoned over here, but despite them making influence on these people, they've also have caused, according to Menou, they have caused more harm to this world. Despite all the influence, which I'm just kind of like, okay, you know, so basically what you guys are really doing is you guys are taking their technology, you guys are taking their ideas, and then you guys are just like, all right, you know, they're too dangerous, so let's get them out of this world. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of fucking information in this. But while she's talking with this guy who got kicked out because apparently his power is no, so he's like, oh, I don't have any power. But she was being nice to him, getting him back to her church so she can test out his power and then basically eliminate this man. So the power that a Lost One have, it's called Pure Concept, and the magic, I think they call it ether. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I do like that, other than the whole explanation being said to the guy who just came into this world, aka us, other than we didn't die, but he did. So we got those information, but then we've got these other information where it's not really explained to us. It's just, yo, say etheric connect, or how Menou saying, hey, stop wasting your ether. So I like those sort of implications, or not implications, those drop of like the words in this world without much explanation, but like we sort of can figure it out on our own. So going back to the Lost Ones, it seems that the Noblesse, aka the king of, what the hell was it, Grisarica, it has been summoning Lost Ones, but they also know that the Faust, the church, is going to come after these people, but also the Faust's job is to keep the Noblesse in line in case they're doing anything bad or anything like that. But it seems like when they're summoning Lost Ones, they're mainly high schoolers or people in school, very young kids. We haven't really seen anybody who's an adult with the first lost ones we saw in the beginning who died by Menou's hand. She was in a school uniform. And then we saw our guy who was also in high school, and then the other girl that they summoned, you know, the guy was just a decoy because they're like, okay, the Faust are gonna come, so let's just kick this guy out and let them come after him, and we're going to keep the second girl who has a power that we want, I assume, you know, on whatever they want to do. We're going to keep this girl in check, so then the Faust can't kill her. And then there was that fourth girl that we saw in the flashback, who was the one that annihilated Menou's hometown, and she was also in high school as well, and we saw from her that this wasn't what she wanted, and I would only assume that her power sort of lost, you know, she lost control of her power, or at the very least she didn't know how to use it, so she ended up annihilating that town. Jesus Christ. We could also see why Menou is wary of lost ones, other than the fact that her hometown got annihilated, but after that guy learned of his actual power, which was to know everything, he was like, oh, that's pretty sick. Now with anybody I don't like, I can just zap them out of this world, you know? And I'm just like, okay, like, you really shouldn't be saying that, but whatever, you know? He's over here, like, from what he was saying, you know, he probably wasn't having a good time in his world. And so with the concept, the idea of isekai, that you can start over and be anybody that you want, he's obviously over here like, okay, you know, I've got this super awesome power, I can do whatever I want, other than the fact that it won't protect you from a knife to the head. And then there's the dream that Menou is having, and it seems like this dream is also shared by the girl that we keep seeing. We don't know what her name is. Maybe it's Akari from the credits, but we'll have to figure out in the next episode. But it seems like she's also having a similar dream where she's seeing someone that she wants to meet, or someone of her dreams, that sort of feeling. And for Menou, she has a dream that she's in Japan and everyone is friends with her. And it seems like in those dreams, I would assume these are all the people that she has killed. And so when she has these dreams from time to time, she dreams of these people that she has killed. And whether maybe that is some sort of some guilty consciousness of hers, you know, that she feels sad to have to kill these people, because she does talk about, what does she talk about? She talks about how the Noblesse are the ones, you know, summoning a monster. So she says, the one you summoned was a monster far worse than the likes of me, but also just a kid, far more ordinary than I could ever hope to be. So she's upset that they're summoning these people with powers that is just out of control, can cause a catastrophe if they really want to, and also depends on their power. But also the fact that they're just kids as well. So it's just like, what the fuck, dog? And again, like what we saw in that flashback, like that girl caused so much destruction, but it's not like she had intended on doing it. And then there's the side of the Noblesse and the Faust, where the Noblesse are like, we're tired of the Faust tyrannical rules, we're gonna summon these people and we're gonna use their power to fuck you guys over. And Faust is over here like, yo dog, these lost ones have been causing way too much trouble, so we need to get rid of them before, we basically need to nip them in the bud before they can even have a chance to use their power in a more wide setting, if that even makes sense. But yeah, it seems like the both of them are obviously fighting against each other, and which one is the one with the tyrannical rule, or maybe both of them are, you know? Both of them are just villains trying to fight over each other. Okay, so this is the dream sequence from like 11 minutes, where she says, every once in a while, I have this dream. It's always in Japan, in a school I've never been to. I'm friends with everyone there, and one of them is my very best friend. So she has that dream, and then we go into the other girl. Every once in a while, I have a dream. It's different from my usual tedious life in a faraway world where I meet a precious someone. Is this that world from my dream? So yeah, the both of them are having connecting dreams where Menou is having dreams in Japan, but this girl is having dreams in this world. I can't say the world is Grisarika because that's the town, so whatever this world it's called. So the both of them are having these two dreams where they are meeting each other, but they don't know who each other are. So, I wonder. And I've been holding back on wanting to say this, but there's Momo. There's Momo indeed. She is already in the first episode. She is quite the handful and the extra character. She loves her senpai, and she's just really in here copping a feel on Menou, taking pics of her in a maid outfit without saying anything, albeit she still had her flash on. It was nighttime, so she really wanted to get that lighting in. Or maybe the flash was on automatically, and she's just like, ah, fuck. But, God, Momo, we'll just have to see more of her. That's all I'm gonna say for Momo. I remember seeing her in the manga, and I was just like, yeah, she's quite the extra character. You know, she's really in here for the Yuri, but we all know she's not going to get it. But other than that, if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.